What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Dive Bomb SquadCast. I'm your host, Matt Judy. Episode 87 coming at you. We have a special one. I brought my cousins, Vince and Oliver, in the house. You might have seen them on a couple Dive Bomb videos throughout the years, but I had to get them in the studio and get the perspective of a young hunter. Vince, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
I'm Vince Hogue. I'm 15. That's about it.
Yeah.
My name's Oliver Hogue. I'm 13.
Heck yeah. Vince, are you a sophomore in high school now?
Sophomore now in high school.
How bad are you itching to get your license these days?
I can't wait.
I know, dude. I've seen Vince recently got a moped that I've seen online. Tell us a little bit about that, dude. What's that all about?
Yeah, so one day my buddy got a moped. He's rode it around, instantly got hooked, of course, and scrolled Marketplace for a couple weeks, found one, went and bought it, and then that was Labor Day weekend, and ever since that, just been ripping that to work and just around town.
Gosh, that's hilarious. Oliver, do you ever ride on it with him?
Oh, I got to ride it a couple of times. We were just riding around the house. Sometimes we even go doubles on it. It's pretty fun.
Gosh, dang. I might have to put a little picture of it up here, dude. That thing's hilarious. So you drive that thing to the dairy?
Yeah.
That's
Clear
crazy,
dude.
dude.
Probably, I don't know, 4 miles or so away.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
that's
tops
not
out
too
around
bad.
30, so you're not going anywhere fast, but you're moving.
Let's dive into the hunting, boys. So I've seen you've been doing a little bit of hunting this year so far. Let's get a little recap of how your season's gone so far.
It's going pretty good. You know, we had one good hunt at our house. We did pretty good. Shot some ducks, shot some geese. Got a couple snows to decoy. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Other than that, it's kind of been a little bit of a slower start, but we're still getting them.
Yeah, getting after them. It's kind of been the same for me. Actually, I was traveling a lot. Last weekend was, my first real weekend back, and we tore up the Widge, which was pretty sweet. But before that, I hadn't really hunted much. But compared to last year, I think it's off to a really good, steady start.
Yeah.
I remember talking to you guys last year about how brutal it was.
Yes.
And you guys had that corn pond right behind your house last year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so they kind of went nocturnal on us every night, about 10, 15 minutes after shooting light, birds just coming in left and right. You could not keep them away.
Yep.
And then right as shooting light hit, they dip, and you'd be lucky to scratch 5. It was hard, but it was crazy watching them all.
Yeah, I know you guys had a couple good hunts in there. Didn't you and Oliver go in there, shoot your 14 out of there a couple times?
That was a really fun hunt. I don't even know how long it was we were out there for. What? How many?
Probably less than an hour. We got out there one afternoon. My dad was gone. I said, well, we're going hunting. He was at a basketball game. Yeah, we set out 3 dozen silos, couple dozen floaters out there, and yeah, it was crazy. It was like last weekend of the season or something.
Yep, I remember that. I was like, oh gosh. Well, yeah, because it took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while because I remember I was like telling you guys, I was like, dude, that corn will be loaded, and it just like never really got there, or they went nocturnal. And then I saw you guys finally got them, and that was freaking sweet. For the listeners, I mean, I'm telling you, these guys had a standing cornfield literally right behind their house that they could hunt all weekend long, like stuff people would dream hunt, dude. I'm not kidding. It was actually insane, and we went out there on an evening hunt. You remember that one? That one was pretty fun. We shot, I don't know, 20 or so birds. And I brought Drifter out there and got him on some birds. That was a pretty fun hunt. Are you guys missing that corn this year or not?
It's hard. That's how me and my dad started hunting, was in our field, sheet water and just mallards, widge, just doing it dirty. But that was fun one year, just corn, little tiny pocket, and
it was a little pocket.
The mud was awful, but the hunt was pretty good.
Oliver, are you missing the corn, or are you liking it being back to normal?
I mean, honestly, the corn was really fun to hunt. But it's just when it comes to when you shoot the ducks, it's just so hard to find. Like, remember when we had with Drifter, even it was hard for Drifter to find those ducks in the corn. But
that's true. It was hard. Yeah, we've sailed a couple behind us, and we sent Drifter on him, and he was sniffing as hard as he could, and it took him a while to find them because they just would bury themselves underneath those corn stalks. It was ridiculous.
Yes.
But I was wondering how you guys felt about that this year. I don't know if it was a regular year. Last year was just like so extremely bad. It was like terrible. And I hate to say it, but I think that corn like went kind of like to a waste of how bad the season was. But you know, you guys always get that standing water in that field there, and it always produces, and it's just going to get better and better. But one thing I kind of just wanted to dabble into how you guys kind of started hunting. Like, how old were you, do you think, when you shot your first duck?
I was 5th grade. I got my hunter safety. 4th grade, went deer hunting. And then what actually started it was Dive Bombing you. One time you were hunting my grandpa's, and I was like, who's out there? And he goes, my dad goes, your cousin. I go, who? Matt Judy. He's like, yeah, he's on Instagram. So I look at it. I was like, dang, this is insane. This is in my backyard. Like, I'm missing out on this. So one day I told my dad, like, let's go duck hunt. So we went to Dave's, bought a shotgun, and we started jumping ditches and stuff, and then slowly just worked our way up to first floaters, sitting in our backyard with that sheet water, and then I don't know, when did you start, Oliver?
I think I was a little bit earlier than you. I think I was about 4th grade, and I got into it when it started getting good. Like, through the struggles.
You didn't have to go through the grind, dude?
I got in there, and it was pretty nice, sitting in layout blinds and stuff.
Yeah, when we first started, we got those like $5 Walmart little, stools.
Yeah, baby.
Sitting in the ditch, and we were decoying mallards at 20 yards, but we never hit a duck. It was pretty horrendous, I hate to out myself like that, but yeah, we went a couple months without a bird.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny because actually thinking about how I started, you guys started on the exact same ditches in the exact same area where I shot my very first duck. My dad would take me to the lagoons, kind of right across from your guys' place, and I'd shoot them there, or the creek a little bit to the west is where I shot my very first mallard out of the air. And it's kind of cool to see you guys grow up in the same area and really get into it and start doing it the right way, just getting after them, dude. I mean, I see the fire in your guys' eyes, and it's just like reminds me so much of myself back then, and now I'm 31, I'm still doing it. What is going on, dude? But yeah, it's been awesome. What do you think your favorite hunt so far has been for each of you, like of all time?
Well, I mean,
minus the 100 stack that we went on.
That was just straight electric.
No, you got to. All right. Pick one besides that one.
All right.
I knew that was coming.
I probably gotta say, there's been many good ones. One, before Oliver was hunting, it was me, my dad, and my cousin. We went out Thanksgiving morning and we shot a good pile of just straight mallards. That was
21, I think.
Yeah, 21. Yeah. I think we limited, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, it was crazy. That was like our first like real big mallard hunt where we had big groups of ducks and
just like doing it right.
Yeah, I think I know Oliver's, but yeah.
Talk a little more on that. There you go.
A lot of my favorite hunts were with Vince and my dad, but definitely my favorite was, I think it was 4-man. We were hunting this pond, and we shot a limit of honkers, a 4-man limit of honkers.
Dang.
And then we also shot, I think, mallards and widgeon, a little good mixed bag on the side for ducks.
Yeah, that's a good mix right there.
Yeah, that was my close runner-up second. It was the last day of the season. We gave it our last hoorah, and then we shot, I think, mallards, widgeon, and a couple teal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day. The geese, we weren't planning on the geese. We just decided to throw them out, and they...
Dang, it was a surprise?
Yes.
Dude, that's the best when that happens.
Yeah.
That's the best. All right, now I'll let you talk about the 100 stack that we went on.
That was one of the best hunts.
That was 2 years ago already now.
Yes, it's crazy.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember my dad said we're going hunting with Matt. Me and Oliver were screaming like schoolgirls. We were so hyped when he said it was going to get dirty. And I remember we went to the wrong spot. We were running late.
That's right.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had an easy pack out that
That's
day.
right. We got there, and I think 10 minutes before shooting light, a duck landed, hit the decoy. I was like, holy cow, this is going to be insane. And then not shortly after, it was just straight nonstop action for an hour and a half until we shot our hunter
That
stack.
one I remember was absolute madness, which was crazy because I had already shot like 110, like literally the day before that. And I thought it was hilarious because I went to check our other spot, and all those birds that we blew out of that spot went straight to our other spot. And I was like, damn, they're about to get it again. So I rallied up the troops, and I knew you guys would want to be a part of that one. Obviously, it was wet, it was sloppy, it was gross. Yeah. But would you say it's worth it when you have all those?
100%. You know, I was so full of adrenaline. I wasn't even phased. I was just amazed by the just straight madness that was happening 10 yards in front of my face. Yeah. It was crazy.
It was absolutely insane. What do you think your favorite part about that hunt was, Oliver?
Oh, definitely just seeing the widgeon get just... And then...
Dude.
Just wiping out groups of 10 like nothing. It was definitely... It was amazing.
There was a lot of people on that hunt.
Yes.
You have to bring 15 is the 100 mark. If you bring 15 dudes out, you can shoot 105, I think. And we had like 16 or something guys that day. It was absolutely insane. But I wanted you guys in on that one to experience just like the madness of just some of the most crazy widgeon action you could ever have. And I don't think I've had a hunt like that since. It's been 2 years. That one was just absolutely unreal, dude. And I knew you guys were going to say that was your favorite one, so I had to swerve you off of it.
Yeah, I remember when we were there was a tree belt along the side, and 3 seconds after you shoot, the echo is just insane.
Oh my
goodness.
Boom,
it was crazy.
Sound like World War II going on with the heavy artillery going. Dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll hear a good rip like off in the distance while I'm out hunting with a different group, and I'm like, holy cow. I don't even want to know what we sounded like that day.
Those people next there were probably
for real.
Their windows were probably shaking.
Exactly, dude. That leads me into my next question, and you better not let me down here. What's your guys' favorite ducks to shoot?
This is, we are sitting with the Widge Master. Widge, they'll come up top, they'll hang dirty down in the elevator, but I got to go with the mallards.
Dang.
They're too good.
That just tore my heart a little bit. What about you, Oliver? That's true.
I don't know. Just seeing, because they're so much bigger, and it's just so much cooler when they just hanging right in your face. And all of a sudden
especially with the sun at your back when they're beaming on them, dude.
And you see their green head.
Oh, yeah. And I like mallards, too, because, Widge will come in. Mallards sometimes will just kind of float in a little bit slow and get all flippy and stuff. But, gosh dang, a mallard
also,
over a Widge,
I gotta
dude.
say, I know you hate them, but them little green wings.
Nah, dude, not the Garys.
Dude, they're hunt savers, Crap, you get a good six-pack in them, dude.
Dang, dude, I was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting They are hunt savers, though, absolutely.
Yes. I'm the only one that'll shoot them in my group that actually likes them, but I'm
going to make you come shoot one with me, and then you got to eat a Gary's Quick Steak, dude.
No.
Yeah. For the listeners, with my group, if the first dude to shoot a teal, no matter what kind it is, gets to eat a Gary's Quick Steak from the grocery store or the gas station. It is absolutely disgusting. So sounds like Vince is going to be eating one. So I remember one of you had a single shot shotgun when we went hunting for one of the very first times. Is that thing still around, or did it get retired?
It's definitely retired.
Yeah, that was my
It got hung in the rafters.
That was my first ever gun I bought, and I shot it for a year. It was kind of funny. I shot it for my first year, and then my dad let me borrow his semi-automatic, and young kid with the semi, you're just torching off the shells. And
that's dollar signs going up.
Yeah, and then that was during COVID, so we couldn't find any more shells, so I went back to the single shot for a little while, and then Oliver shot it his first, I think, year or so.
Yeah, that thing, it was reliable.
Yeah.
And It could hit stuff, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. I saw it kill a bunch of birds. Shooting one at a time, dude. That's just...
It's horrendous.
You got a big group coming in, you get one shot off.
Yeah.
That's funny. I actually have a semi-auto that's a single shot like that. It'll just piss you off every time you hit one and it won't reload. But yeah, I was wondering if that thing was still around or not. Was it a 20 gauge or a 12?
Yeah, 20.
It was a 20?
20 single shot, yeah.
Dude, you might have to bust that out every now and then still.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit down the road.
Yeah.
I shot a 20 gauge for the first time last year, and shooting widge and ducks with the 20, it was like a wet, I forget what it was. Something. It was a semi-auto 20, and I really liked that for a duck gun. I could hardly feel the recoil off of it, and I haven't bought any more 20 gauge shells yet, so I haven't shot it yet, but I like those 20s.
Yeah.
You guys shooting 12 gauges?
Yeah. We both shoot 12. My dad shoots a 12. I bought 20 gauge pump from my buddy the other day, and it's kind of just a gun I shoot stuff with. It'll snipe a crow from ways up, crow or starling. Oh, pitch, you get them.
Attaboy.
It's sniping.
You just sent me a video you shooting pigeon out the barn the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried. I got him one-handed. I was like, I got to try it. I got to see what the hype's about.
Have either of you guys ever shot a banded pigeon yet?
No, my buddy shot one yesterday.
Really?
What's a white one? A white with a yellow band.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did he report it to the racing pigeon or whatever?
The website was shut down.
Dang. Yeah, those people don't get very happy when you tell them you shot the racing pigeon.
That's what I've heard.
I got one like 10 years ago. It was a yellow pigeon band, and it had a local number on it, and I was like, I'm not calling that, dude. I'll just let that pigeon not show up because I'm not going to be like, hey, I just shot your prize racing pigeon. Sorry. Yeah. So it's, shooting pigeon. It's fun. So out in the goose world, do you guys like big honkers, cacklers, snow geese? What do you like the best?
Big honkers, 100% all the way. Those cacks, like, they'll play with you.
Dude, they'll make you want to rip your hair out, dude.
Literally the other day I texted you. I was like, what do you got for cacks? Bunch of cacks in my field. Never seen this many. I was like, all right, I'll try them. Set my spread. One group came in. They did it all right. Shot 2 out of them. I did not see a single bird. I was like, all right, I'm hanging it up. I'm done. I was so mad.
Dude, they'll test you and test you. They are like the most picky bird of all time. And, I've seen how many cacks we've had around here. I'm sure that feed you were hunting was freaking massive, too.
Tell me about it, yeah.
There's been some big cackler feeds out here. And the snows this year, there's not really that many yet. I don't know if we're going to get a refill of them, but there was a few kind of early. But they're a little bit mixed in, but nothing like usual so far. Yeah. And you've shot a couple snow bands, haven't you?
Yeah, we shot one. It was, I think, one day off of school. Me and Oliver, my buddy, went out, set up on some ducks, got absolutely shafted. It was horrible. Saw a bunch of snows. We had permission on it. We're like, better go jump them. And I think we shot like 15 or 20 of them. And one of them happened to be banded. It was sick.
Gosh, dang. Was it a Russia band?
Yeah, it was from
Zada.
Yeah, somewhere.
Or whatever. However you say it. Yeah, it was crazy.
I could never pronounce it. I got one from Russia, too. And I'm like, I don't know. It's from Wrangel Island or wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever they came from. Who got the band? Did you get it?
No, my buddy got it. He stole it from me, dude. How'd
he steal it from you?
We did the band draw. I was like, you're joking.
Dang, dude. How'd you draw for it?
We did the shell.
Yeah, with the feather in the shell. Yeah. Dang. I've lost to many of those. I hate doing that. Yes. I've lost like a full lanyard full of honker bands to a shell draw. So
yeah.
I'm like, most of the time I'm like, I didn't even shoot in. Don't even include me because I don't want to be let down because I always am. What about that cackler band? Didn't you shoot a cackler band earlier this year?
Yeah, that was this season.
Yeah.
I think it was sometime earlier this year.
Dude, I'm asking you about all this cool stuff that I've never done in my life yet.
Yeah. Got home from road trip. My buddy said, hey, got a goose feed. I was like, all right, I'll be out there. And I think we didn't shoot too many. And we high poked this one and we sailed it probably like 600 yards.
Dang.
And I was like, all right, if this thing's banded, whoever goes out can get it.
Yeah.
And my buddy's like, all right, I'll do it. He ran all the way and came back. Sure enough, that thing has a big old band.
Ain't no way, dude.
I was so mad.
Are you still mad about it?
Oh, I every night I think about that. Every time I see a goose, I was like, all right, I got to poke
Dude,
him.
so you extra don't even want to look at a cackler anymore. Dude, why didn't you go after it? You gave up the offer. Why didn't you do it?
You know, I got back from like a 6-hour road trip. I'm laying in my layout. I'm half asleep, and I'm just like, this thing looks. It was fully alive, and I was like, all right,
dude.
The one time, of course, I'm always out there chasing birds, and
that's insane.
Yeah.
You got burned on that one.
Yes.
Imagine if you didn't bring your gun with you on that far of a retrieve, and then you saw it fly off with a band on it.
Yes.
How like sad would that?
That trek, you're like, yeah.
I'd just fall over. I'd be like, I'm done. I'll pack up the spread. We're freaking leaving, dude.
Yes.
Dang, yeah, I was kind of curious on that story. That hurts, dude.
It hurts. It definitely does.
I'll tell you one that hurts me. I lost a wedge band on a coin flip.
Whoa.
On a coin flip from the phone. Like you ask Siri, you're like, hey Siri, flip a coin, and that's how I lost a wedge band.
Those are rare.
The only one I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's crazy.
And I don't even know how many of those things I killed, but it's a lot. And the only one I just lost to a coin flip. That one hurts me too. That one had me so chapped that I almost went and just got a replica made so I could still have one.
Yeah, every time I see a goose, I was just like, man, if this thing goes down, I'm chasing it. I'm making it my mission to.
Yep. I feel it. Yeah. After something like that, dude, it just proves like, you know, if you sail a mallard or something and someone's like, oh, it's probably banded, let's go find it. Like there is a slight chance that it could be.
Yes.
Because I actually had a similar situation like that with a big honker. We sailed it like 300 yards out, and that was the same thing. I was like, man, I ain't gonna. Someone else go get that thing. Same thing. I was like, whoever got it. Actually, no, I forget what we did. Someone might have just took it. Whatever. Went out and got a long sailor, and it was also banded. And we were like, and that was like the last day of the season. I'm like, are you kidding me? If obviously you don't want to let your birds go, you try to retrieve every single one of them, or an eagle takes it or something.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine if an eagle took a mallard band or something, dude. Yeah. That just happened to Asher the other day. We were out in Alaska shooting scoters.
I saw that.
Did you see that video?
Yes,
yeah, dude. The bald eagle crane just straight clean stole his scoter and flew off with it.
That I was laughing at that one. That was funny.
Yeah. That reminds me, we're gonna have to get out, do a little sea duck hunting this year. That's something you guys haven't done yet, right? We'll do it dirty style and take out Wet Roy and just
About Chris, every December hits, I always watch the video of you and Jake, you know, when you paint
that classic one, dude. Yeah. The hunting's still a little too good right now to go sea duck hunting. We usually get like a 2-week lull kind of in like December. I don't know. We'll find a day. We'll get out there. And we'll test your shooting skills on that one.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the better shot out of you two?
I gotta take that one. I know it. I got it. Yeah.
No contest, dude.
No.
He's literally.
I don't know. I remember I saw you guys shooting last year a little bit that I posted a bit on. But I also have seen Oliver hammer one like super steep. You remember that one that Drifter went and got? Dude, you smashed that thing at like 60. I was like, holy cow.
I will say I trap shoot.
Yeah.
That makes a tremendous difference. I was always like trap for fun, but doing it every week, 4 or 5 rounds a week, it really helps.
That's a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
I actually had a guy ask me today on Instagram how to get better at killing ducks, and that's what I said. I said go shoot clay targets or trap shooting or whatever.
Pigeon, starling.
Just get some trigger time. It helps you a lot. And I'm not a very good shot. I can't hit anything if it's not inside 20. That's why I decoy them so close, because outside of that, I can't shoot them.
That's true.
Dang, I can't believe you folded that quick. Oliver just immediately handed it over to him. No, you guys are some good shots. You could outshoot a lot of people that I've hunted with. I know that for sure after hunting with you guys. What's your guys' like dream shotgun to have?
Franke Infinity. Or the Infinity
those
one.
are good.
I tested one at Sportsman's. I held that thing. I was like, holy cow, this thing.
Yeah.
This fits perfect, yeah.
They're pretty sweet. I had an old Franke that lasted like for years of abuse. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been shooting a Browning A5 this year. I've been kind of liking that. The Browning Maxis we've been taking on trips. The Maxis has been really awesome. I might have to rotate that one. I don't know. I have so many shotguns, dude. I'm like, open my safe. I'm like, which one do I want to take out today? the Browning from 1926 or the brand new Browning. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been I kind of like those Brownings. Have been pretty nice. You got to put some oomph into it.
Because I see BW's got one whenever he's always just jamming
Yeah,
that thing.
yeah. I just had BW on right on the episode before you guys.
Yeah.
We were talking about scoter hunting too. He wants to come out and scoter hunt.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, talk about.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, talk about some skill, dude.
Yeah.
That would take some crazy skill. I think I told him on that podcast, I think he could get one if it was coming straight at him. I don't think he could get one if it was doing the screaming
You have to
like
lead
cross
him,
shot.
like, I don't even know.
You already have to lead him like 10 feet with a shotgun. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get out sea duck hunting on old Wet Roy. It'll be pretty fun on a nice calm day, because if it's over like 2 foot waves, I ain't going out there. Because it's a bass boat. I'll take a wave immediately.
Yeah.
Or you guys still got that sled?
Yep.
You could take that out too, where I go. Maybe.
It'd be a little tight, but
It'd be a little testy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so is that the most bands? Is that all the bands you've shot? Is a cackler and 2 snows?
Just one snow.
One snow?
Yep.
No duck bands?
No, I don't think any of us have ever been a part of any other bands besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. It took me forever to get my first band, like, or even be a part of my first band. And then once I got one, it just like opened the floodgates and we started shooting like 3 or 4 a year.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was insane. It was insane, but I wish they banded more widgeon. For some reason, they don't ban those things like at all.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying, because if we shot, like mallards like we do widgeon, you'd run into a band like pretty often.
Yeah.
But they do not ban widgeon at all, and it just makes me sad when I think about that coin flip. It still makes me sad.
Is there like a reason specifically? Or?
For banding them?
Yeah, like for widgeon? Like,
I don't know. The only, from what I've seen so far, the only widgeon that are banded were like a bycatch on like a mallard banding project. Like they'll be banding mallards, and then it'll be like a widge mixed in with them, and then they'll throw a band on. I might have to get a biologist on here and talk about that.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, what's going on, dude? I need some more bands on my land here.
Yeah.
I think they don't really.
No, I think probably, honestly, I think they want to track, the mallards and those more heavily targeted species probably a lot more. Yeah. What do you guys think about the pintail increase this year?
Oh, that's gonna be insane. But you never get to shoot them, because they're just. They'll stay up 80 yards in the air, and they'll come in one time at 80 miles an hour, and then you'll never see them again.
Yep, that's a fact, dude. Some days they're the dumbest duck ever, but most of the time they're like the smartest duck of all time, and they'll just hang right outside your spread. It's so annoying.
There is one spot that we set. You get them some floaters and some tall socks.
Yeah.
And we shot
them tall socks, baby.
I think we all got our one.
Yeah.
Well, that was the only time we really got beat on them.
Yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with pintails. Dude, but like late season around here, they're everywhere.
It's
like
everything.
Everywhere. Yeah.
If you got 6 inches of water and some green grass, you'll see it.
Yeah, they'll always be in there.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like this last weekend on our widge hunt, we shot a few pintails, but they were just nasty brown ones. They weren't plumed yet, because we shot a lot of immature widgeon too. There was no plumed up drakes, but those immature widgeon will migrate first, and they'll have the half white patches and a little half green stripe. So they're not fully plumed out yet, which I don't like to see. I like to shoot those nice looking drakes, dude. Big old plumed out green heads, big old plumed out widge. Yeah, those are the best. You guys have any ducks mounted yet or not?
No, not yet. Monday, we didn't have school Monday or Tuesday. Me and Oliver went out. We shot a mallard with 4 curls. Quadruple curl. It was just a tank of a mallard.
Just a big old hefty one?
Yeah, just a big old, just a straight up tank. I was like thinking about it, but I feel like everyone says like they know a bird, like they see a bird, like, all right, this is the one I was gonna get mounted.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that one yet.
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah,
like me, that's the only one that I have sitting right there.
Yeah,
that's it. Just that mallard. hybrid, but I do have a lot in the freezer. I have a hefty taxidermist bill sitting in my freezer right now.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to think about it. Especially after bringing my Harlequin home from Alaska, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I just added on to it. So I have a storm widgeon, an old squaw, a huge barred up black-bellied speck, and now 2 Harlequins to mount. That's 5 of them.
That's...
I don't even want to think about how much that's going to cost me.
Yeah.
So on the times we've been out, what do you think are the best tips that you've learned from me being out hunting that you could like apply to your own hunts?
For me, when we went out in the corn with you, you taught us like duck calling, like late season. You know, probably should have known this, but like soft quacks. You know, just kind of like not working them like too hard, just like kind of just giving them when they want it.
Hitting them on the edges.
Yeah, hitting them on the edges. Spinners, like as soon as they turn, you know, then you kind of want it. But when they lock in, then kind of like relax a little.
Ease off on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, those little small things can make or break hunts like that, and especially in the late season with really pressured birds. Like if you're screaming at them, they've been screamed at for 4 months straight. So you got to pull out those little tips and tricks on them, dude. And that honestly can make or break a hunt. You can either blow them out of there and they'll hang high, or you can do those little tiny adjustments and get them feet down in the decoys, and it makes a big difference.
Yeah, like Monday, we had a couple groups of mallards that, like, they decoyed all right, but then I changed up. You told us to get that Slayer call, so I was on that one, and just a couple soft quacks, and they came in and it was like light and day different.
Do you guys think you could have some work to do on your duck calling, or you think you got it dialed so far?
100%.
Work to do, or you dialed?
Oh, work.
Yeah.
I cannot feeder call to save I can do hail call, quack, pretty much everything, but feeder call, it's like a couple, and it's just, that's what I got my dad for. He's my duck caller. I'll say, like, he'll feeder call, he'll do everything.
And we'll get him on here in a little bit and get his.
One thing I am guilty of, anytime I see a goose, I grab my goose call. I
just start wailing on that?
Him. Yeah, that's one thing that makes my dad like, all right, just quiet down. I'm just absolutely hammering them.
Dude, you're the guy that calls at any goose that you can see in the distance.
Yeah. If we'll have a little dry spot there, duck, I was like, all right, start goose calling or something.
Has it ever worked for you yet?
I remember one time he said, you know what? Maybe we need to change this hunt up a little bit. He just starts wailing on this goose call. And next thing you know, we have a pack of ducks coming into us.
Really?
A group of mallards just coming in and doing it dirty.
What the? Just switched it up on them?
Yeah.
Dang, dude. I'll kind of do that sometimes too. Like if I'm laying in my goose spread and all my friends are just hammering on a duck calls, I'll just randomly start piping off on a goose call too. I don't know if it does anything, but I just like to.
It's something different. It's fun. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that makes me randomly think of one time we had this goose flag on like a 20-foot pole. I don't know why. It was on literally like a 15-foot pole, and we were just flagging, and we pulled a goose from like a mile and a half out.
That's crazy.
And yeah, it was insane. Like it was solely because of the mega flag we had going on, dude.
So
like, it was crazy.
That's one thing I gotta like. So what I've heard is when you have goose coming in, you want to stop your duck mojos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But then people run like goose, like not windsocks, but they sit on the poles, and then they run flags. So like, what's the duck?
I don't know. They like the movement of like it. That goose flag simulates a goose like getting up and flapping and coming down. They hate
the white
duck spinners, like the white flash of duck spinners. They do not mess with that like at all. Especially cacklers too, like any goose. Like if you have a big old. Sometimes they'll still come in if you have your spinners going, but more often than not, they'll flare off of them.
Okay.
But that flag just is a lot more enticing to them because it looks like a goose, stretching their wings.
Yeah.
And a lot of visibility on that. But that's like that white flash that looks like a duck landing. They don't like it at all.
Because we got a couple of those ones, and I think that our grandpas, we had juvie snows just doing it left and right.
Yeah.
And the snows love it, but the cacks would hate them. Like the fire things would be out, but our mows would be stopped, and we'd just be like, I was calling on them a little hard maybe, but.
Yeah, true.
It
sounds like it.
Yeah. but the cats wanted nothing to do, but you'd get like a 2-pack of snows right in the hole, just dream picture perfect.
Dang.
Yeah.
What is your guys' favorite Dive Bomb products?
Probably the airweight, the warmest thing I've ever
Yeah.
worn.
Dude, that jacket is fire.
Yeah. And then probably the bombers.
Yep.
Bombers, yeah. Those things are the comfortable.
I got those on right now, actually.
Yeah.
That's the bomber right there, just released. They're so comfy.
You slip them on, you don't even got to like bend down. You just walk right in them. And, yeah.
What about you, Oliver?
Oh.
Everything?
The airweight and the bombers are probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good
really
combo.
This sweatshirt, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The heavyweights.
Yeah.
I just
Those
love
things are
wearing
nice.
these,
I'm wearing one right now, too.
Yeah. They're so.
They are. I think the airweight jacket's my favorite piece of clothing like ever made of all time.
Yes.
I'll be farming in it, hunting in it, going to dates in it, like everything, dude. It's so versatile.
Yeah. And another thing is the shell pouch. I used to be solely against it. I was like, that's just taking room in my blind. Stuff them in my pockets. My buddy got one. I might have to get one for Christmas. It's life changing.
Heck yeah, dude.
Keeps your shells like nice and dry.
Yeah, for how wet it is here.
Yeah.
You were against that for how wet it is here.
Yeah, because then it's like it's just in your blind, you know. It's just like wobbling around. I just have them in my.
That's true. Did you guys go out last weekend in that absolute soaking drencher of a hunt?
Goodness.
Oh yes, so
that was probably the worst one I've ever been on in my entire life.
Yeah, we
like
sat
it was
through
so
it.
wet.
Luckily, we were shooting birds. Otherwise, I'd be like,
Yeah, we were too, or else I would have been out of there, dude.
So we sat through it the whole time. We sat, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we sat through the pouring down rain. Put my blind away, didn't think about it. Got out there Monday. I had puddles of water in my layout. I was like, oh, I just gotta run it. Things
feel it. That was one of the wettest hunts. That was probably, I've hunted in some wet stuff, and I think that was probably top 3, one of the biggest soakers I've ever been in. That's one of those ones where, like, no matter what gear you're wearing, you're just getting soaked.
Yeah.
It rained like 2.5 inches in like 3 hours that morning, dude. It was just ridiculous. But we were shooting a bunch of ducks too, so I was like, I'm fine with this. And some people or somebody was like, man, let's get out of here. I was like, man, the duck hunting's best when it's nasty like this.
That's what I was saying. Listen,
I'll take that over a sunny day all day long.
I'll take that. I'll take as long as we got birds in our face, I'll take the rain.
Yep.
The adrenaline just keeps you going. You know, you get the ducks, you're like,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forget about being wet.
Yeah, the rain will push out the non-hunters.
Exactly. Yeah.
The grinders.
Yeah, I taught you guys to be grinders. Hell yeah.
The first time we ever went with you.
Dude.
8 inches of
mud.
let's
talk about that. That was freaking ridiculous. Gosh, that was nasty. We were going out, same spot we were talking about earlier, right behind their house on their property, and it was the sloppiest, wettest, nastiest, muddiest. Every step was halfway up your shin with dragging layouts out and socks and wet. Oh my gosh, dude. That one almost KO'd me. I was so tired I didn't even want to leave that field.
Yeah.
I remember that hunt. I walked out of that field barefoot.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you lost your boots and you're like, screw it, I'm just walking out.
I was like, well, I can always come back. And I'm not joking. I trudged through there barefoot.
Yes.
I got back. I don't even know. I couldn't feel my feet.
I don't know what we were doing, but we did that all wrong.
Yes, I remember
But you live and you learn, right?
We get out there. I was like, holy cow, this mud's something. And that's on like the nice.
It didn't even look that bad.
No, I was like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be a little sloppy, you know?
Yep.
Just to use, but we get in there and you're like sunk with layouts and 5 dozen silos on your back. Oh,
dude.
That was rough.
It was gnarly. It was so bad. And I've been in some really muddy, bad hunts. And that's in the top 5 for me of sloppy.
Yeah.
Dude. When you get decleated like that and you lose a boot, you know, it's just like you're done for, dude.
I'm not joking. I put the layout on my back, put a handful of ducks in my hand, and I was gone. I was like, I don't even care if I lose a boot.
Yep.
I don't even care about anything. I'm just out of here.
Yep.
It's like at that point, you just don't really care anymore. What gets muddy? What gets...
That's true. I got a question for you. What's the duck hunting scene for people like around your age nowadays? Because when I was 15, there was like hardly any of us doing it. And it feels like a lot of people are duck hunting now.
It's not like my whole friend group hunts.
Yeah.
But definitely with all the like commotion that goes around with duck hunting, there definitely is a lot more kids my age and Vince's age duck hunting.
Yeah, I feel like there is.
Yeah, all my school buddies, they don't hunt, but like my buddies who go to another school, they're getting in it, and it's just like they're like my dad used to say, no one, him and his cousin would hunt.
Yeah.
That's about anyone around in our town. But yeah, everyone's around here, and it's kind of sucks because it's a battle to get permission, and everyone's fighting over a field, and but it just adds to the fun. Waking up at 2 a.m., like just getting out there beating them and watch them come later.
Yeah, it's I notice I see a lot more rigs on the road than I used to, and I don't really like to play the battle game anymore. I'm a little too old for that now. But I'm sure it's fun for the young guys to be running around, talking a little smack and stuff. Yeah.
One of my favorite hunts was there was this like highly hunted field.
Sought after field, yeah.
Sought after field. And Vince and his buddy and me, we all went out there. I think we woke up at
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. And then we literally sat in his truck till I don't even know what it was. We sat there for about 4 hours.
Dude, that's dedication right there.
So funny part, we get to the field, we're like, we've been skunked on this field 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
It's just keep getting loaded with birds. And we get there, we're like, holy cow, we got the field. We are just losing our minds. We get out there, we don't shoot a single bird. We get out there, we're like, wow. That was the day we went and jumped them snows and shot the band.
Dang, yeah. So you got yours later. One thing I will say is, with all these new hunters, or a lot of hunters running around, is you always want to be the dude with the most like respect for people. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to be, the dirtbag running around pissing everybody off and beefing with everybody. Take the high road. And I think I've kind of taught you guys that too, just to kind of enjoy it, more so enjoy the hunt than, look at the stacks and the limits. I mean, obviously you want to shoot a lot of birds, but I think it's helped me a lot in my career, being the respectful one, and kind of just, if some beef starts coming, just kind of remove yourself from it a little bit and kind of do your own thing, and just make sure you're having fun, by yourself or with you and your buddies in the field, because, that's all that matters. And you'll remember some of those bad days for the rest of your life too, than you do on, those big limit days. But it's pretty good around here. A lot of people respect each other around here, around in the whole duck hunting scene. It's a lot worse in other places that I've traveled to. But, you just got to have fun with it. And I think, I've taught you guys to, kind of have that attitude about it and just enjoy the birds that you shoot. And if you get one, do it nasty, good enough, But, you want those big wads, and we do get them. But you get those slow days too. But that's what makes you a true waterfowler, is not just enjoying, the big hunt days, but just the whole entire aspect of it, scouting, putting a hunt together, calling up your buddies, getting excited about it. And you just got to carry that, through the rest of your hunting career. And I think it just kind of sticks with you. It has for me. I've had the same love for it that I did when I was 14 or 12 when I started that I do, and I'm almost 32 now. I've been shooting ducks for a long time. But yeah, I was going to say, like, back in my day, there was like nobody who did it. I was like one of like 5 people who duck hunted, and maybe in this specific area. And I look back on my pictures, I solo hunted a lot. I hunted with my dad a lot. And now it's just, it's a whole different ball game now, but you just got to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I hunt, it's not like, oh, sure, I'd love to shoot a fat stack, but my goal is to never get skunked. If I shoot a bird, the hunt's made.
Skunk.
Like,
all you got to shoot is one.
Yeah, that's all you needed. I think like last year, throughout the whole season, we only missed like 3 or 4 weekend days. Like that's how we are. Like everyone around here kind of just hunts their own little area, and that's how I kind of like it, because you kind of got like, it's just kind of like, this is kind of where you like, not really your stomping grounds, but this is kind of where you
you could probably say it's your stomping grounds.
Yeah, and then that's how I like, because I can count on like, all right, this field's loaded. I know like what you said, people have respect. They won't come in and just snatch this field for my game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how we like to keep it around here. It's, for the most part, everyone respects each other, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Do you have any flaky buddies that you can't count on to show up? Or like they'll say they're in and they just don't show? Or are they all about it?
They'll show, but I do have probably one of my best friends, good buddies. He always comes up with these weird, just out of pocket. I was like, dude, I know you slept in. Like, just say it. But yeah, there was one time, and he slept in like a half hour late. I call him like 4 times, like, dude, are you coming? Like, I'm about to go pack out this place. Like, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 turns. I was like, dude, I'm leaving.
He was laying in bed when he said that.
Yeah. Other than that, no, I just like hunting with my dad and my brother, you know. My cousin, that's like our gang of 4, you know, we running around,
Heck yeah. Well, we'll have to get on some this year for sure.
Yeah.
It's just getting started, dude. We're only a couple weekends in. It's like we got a long season to go, and we got a lot of birds showing up, and should be a good time, you know. Like I said, we'll go shoot scoters. We'll get on a couple widge hunts. We'll get you guys out on a couple widge hunts and smash some stuff, and it's been good. But now I wanna get these boys' dad on here. He's been sitting behind the camera. We're gonna get Tom on the hot seat over here.
Oh boy,
Tom DeHogue, Vincent Oliver's dad.
How we doing, Matt?
Pretty good. How's Tom doing?
Doing good. Doing good. Having a good evening.
I could see you giggling the whole time behind the camera over there. Tell you what, you've raised some mighty fine young men.
Thank you. Thank you. They're good kids.
Yep, they are. Hilarious.
Yeah. We always have a good time hunting.
You do. I love hunting with you guys. We just always laughing, cracking jokes the whole time, you know, giggling, shooting the shit. How expensive did life get when they started duck hunting?
It was okay when we started. Yep. And like Vince said, I let him use that semi-automatic and Jiminy Christmas. I mean, he was just shooting 2 3/4 shells, but just every time you stand up, he torches 3 off. Be coming in at 30 yards and gone in a half a second, but we're still torching off all 3.
Yep.
But that's
I feel
all right.
it. My dad told me the same damn thing when I was younger. He's like, you don't need a semi-auto. You're just going to be wasting shells. Same thing. I'm like, yeah, I might, but I want that 3rd shot.
Yeah. No, hey, fun costs money, and to get to spend that time out there with the boys, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's been great. Well, we were talking about, you know, they said a little bit about, you know, growing up hunting around here. What did you do for, you know, like duck hunting? It wasn't like big like this back in your day at all, was it?
No, I had none of my friends hunted. It was just me and my cousin Ty. Yeah, we would do the same thing we do now, find some sheet water and throw a couple decoys out in it, but go jump some lagoons. If we didn't find any ducks, we'd always go to the barn and shoot pigeons out the end. You're always shooting something.
See, it's the same thing. The same thing still going on around here. There's just more people doing it.
Yeah.
When could you tell that these boys were like really starting to get into it? Was there just like a day where you took them out and you just saw a fire in them that's just like lit them up, or they just always kind of just been into killing stuff?
Oh, they like killing stuff, but no, like you said, it kind of when you started blowing up.
Yeah.
Watching their cousin on the internet. That was, and Vince said, let's do it. I said, all right, well, you got to get your hunter safety course. And we did it and went deer hunting. Cause I used, like with my dad, I used to go big game hunting.
Yeah.
Right. In high school, we duck hunted. Then that kind of went by the wayside, and then we're big game hunting. And then, Vince said, oh, let's try duck hunting. Okay.
Like, all right. Got it right in the backyard.
It didn't go the way we thought it was gonna. We watched a video of Matt, and we didn't shoot any birds our first time.
Dang it.
But hey, you live and you learn. You keep after it, and I don't know. I think the first year I started taking Vince out, we probably shot 20 birds all season.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it got a little better, and now we're holding our own.
Yeah,
right?
I like to see it.
Yeah.
You know, I see Vince and Oliver, you know, I just see them posting their own stacks now, and I'm like, dang, I love to see that.
Well, I do too, but it's kind of crappy, right? I got to go to work. They don't have school. They go out and shoot 15 birds. Dude.
You're like, come on, man. I'm stuck at work. You guys are out hunting.
Exactly, yeah. Vince will call, yeah, they're doing this, Dad. It's going.
They're like, oh, it's doing it dirty. You're like, yeah, I wish I was there.
Yeah, but it's good. It's all right. Hey, they're out hunting and fishing and doing things and not getting into trouble. That's a good thing.
Living that country kid lifestyle, the best way to grow up for sure.
Yeah.
You think Vince is going to leave you in the dust when he gets his license?
Definitely. So even like this year already, I bet you maybe 2 times last year he went with his buddies. Otherwise, it was always us. Yeah, he's been hunting with his buddies also, but it's all right. I can go with Oliver then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. Yep. That's true. It all works out.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen Vince hunting with his buds, and I'm like, gosh dang, it reminds me so much of myself back in the day, dude. Just killing everything.
Yep.
But it has been fun, when we get it. We all get out together a couple times a year, and I always enjoy, hunting with the family, and it's cool to see, relatives getting into the same thing that I like to do growing up, and just all hunting together, dude. It's always so dang fun, and to see, I wouldn't say follow in the footsteps, but get into something that I can heavily, relate to, and have the resources to do some really cool stuff and some really fun stuff, and it's always fun getting out. So we'll have to. Like I said, it's still early. We still got like 2.5 months of the season left. It's go time still.
Yeah.
But we'll get out there. It's always so fun. And hopefully we'll get Jake out here again. He hasn't been out here in 2 years.
I know. We need to get Jake out. When you guys were talking about that hunt in the mud, I remember Jake, he stood up and like fell in the mud. And, I broke my ankle. My ankle's busted. I'm done. This is it. And I'm like, there's no way I'm packing your ass out of here. So you're going to walk, pal.
Oh, yeah. You're like, yo, you're walking. I ain't lifting you out of here. You remember when he threw that little fit and tossed his boot at the camera?
Yep. It was awesome.
I remind him about that almost every time I'm with him still. But he said he misses the mud. I was like, dang, dude, I didn't think you would.
Bring him out. We got a puddle, and that's the crazy thing is it looks like it should be fairly set up dirt.
It does.
But
it's deceiving.
That's anywhere you walk out there, it's soft.
Yeah. It is so soft, dude. It's nasty. It looks like you could just walk right out there, throw your blind down, and set up. Yep. You take 2 steps and you're literally shin deep, and you're like, what? Where'd this come from?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dang.
But we keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps coming back. It's better than sitting on the couch.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for like dads growing up with their kids hunting or like, just raising sons in the outdoors, or any fatherly advice for anybody?
Keep doing it. Get them out there. As a parent, your kid, right? But you get out in the outdoors and you get a little bit different side of them. It's fun. Like Vince is starting to grow up a little now. I don't know. He thinks he's a little tougher than he is. He's pitching you crap, but it's good. That's growing up. I mean, it's awesome. Keep doing it. Keep taking them out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's fun.
Yeah, I got a little 6-month-old daughter, and I'm wondering if she's going to want to be a hunter or if she's going to want to lean toward the horse girl world.
That is going to be a tough one.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would love to see her out there shooting widge better than all the dudes in this county.
That would be awesome. I would love to see that too. Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be sweet. But yeah, I just my mind has shifted, becoming a dad. I think about that stuff a lot more. Way more. It used to not even be on my radar. And now being a dad, it's like all I think about. It'll keep me up at night, raising a little tiny human that I have to teach, to be a decent person and make memories with. And, it made me want to spend more time, with my dad and go out and, my dad's getting older. I want to hunt with him more, but old Marsh don't like to wake up too early these days.
Oh, he was out on one this year, wasn't he?
Not this year. Last year I got him out on one.
Oh, you did?
But he's usually good for 2 in like January or something like that. But he doesn't like I don't know. I'll get him out.
That's good. That's good. Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, boys. I really appreciate it. A little dabble into the youth hunter. I wouldn't say youth hunter, the young hunter lifestyle. Vince and all, you'll probably see him on a few Dive Bomb videos this year. We always get out and film a few things. And Tom, thanks for coming on, talking about your boys, raising some good men, man. It's been good. We'll catch you guys on the next one.